Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk Live. I'm Pallab Ghosh with you on a solemn evening when former President, veteran Congress leader Bharat Ratna Pranab Mukherjee is no more among us. He was admitted at the Army Research and Referral Hospital on August 13th with some complications including COVID-19 coronavirus. He was put on ventilator and since then his condition had been fluctuating. He underwent a brain surgery yesterday. His condition started deteriorating since morning. Death came around early evening. Pranab Mukherjee, a colorful political life, a career spanning over 5 decades. It's very difficult to sum up in a small news brief. But I'm not here to do that because I have already done that. I am here to share some anecdotes with you. 3 basic anecdotes that is coming to my mind at the moment. One, a couple of years ago, in fact 2017, I was covering the opening of Mughal Gardens. That was the day when press was invited to cover, and we all from the media were there. Around 4 p.m. Security person came up to me and said that we were having tea actually there. A security person came up to me and said very politely, "Sir, would you mind if you can pack up your camera and tripods?" And he was actually hinting us to leave. Well, we journalists are in otherwise very arrogant, very aggressive. I too was little, let me confess, a little unhappy with this approach, and I asked him why. Especially when Pranab Mukherjee says that he has opened the door of Rashtrapati Bhavan for the public, then why on a day when press is invited, he is asking us to leave? This gentleman politely said, "Sir, Pranab Mukherjee, whom he referred as President Sir, he said, President Sir, actually, you never know when he comes in. And this has happened after his wife passed away." He said, actually, he sits from sometimes 4, sometimes 5 till late night, perhaps remembering his wife or basking in the old memories. This was one thing that I wanted to share. 2, couple of years ago I was covering an event in Kolkata, precisely 2014-2013. It was some college event. Pranab Mukherjee was addressing the gathering. It was about economics and his political career. Suddenly he said that he won't be talking about his alma maters anymore. He would like to open the stage for others to ask him questions. Quite unprecedented, and believe me, people sitting in the audience were so much elated that they come up with various questions and asked him, and Pranab Mukherjee, or their Pranab Dada, replied to all the questions. Third, this was in 1996-97, if I remember correctly. We were residing in IP extension Patparganj in East Delhi, and the local MLA Naseeb Singh was very close to me because of doing stories with the then neighborhood newspaper. So I was being invited to cover his campaigning. Pranab Mukherjee was a short height person, and people were surrounding him because everybody loved him immensely. Wherever he went, wherever he addressed, people would simply applaud, simply woo. So it was a local gathering near the Mandavli temple. Those who are familiar with the vicinity will understand. And he was speaking, but nobody could see him because of the height problem. So suddenly someone in the dais or somebody from the Congress fetched him a chair and requested him with dignity that, "Sir, would you please," and he smilingly climbed onto the chair and started giving the speech. This was the charisma of Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Mukherjee was a man of immense knowledge, a very highly qualified person, academics as well as political. As we all know, he was referred as crisis manager in the Congress, right-hand man of Iron Lady Indira Gandhi. But this man also had the guts, had the kind of spirit to understand what public wants. And when he was going into the public, he knew how to talk to people, how to interact with people. This was Pranab Mukherjee, and I just wanted to share this anecdote.